Hi.
Hey,
What's up?
what's going on?
Whew, It's,
It's
I wasn't ready.
just us. It's just us. It's just
No,
us.
no, we got
What?
Hakeem with us. What's
What?
up, cuz?
Oh, okay. That's smooth. That's
What's
smooth. That's
up?
smooth. Ah, I see. Got the whole tep in it and everything. Exactly.
That's right. Peace. That's right.
Nah, we
We
good.
are here. Thank you for joining us today. I'm so glad you made this one, and I miss you. I miss you. Um, so today, why don't
Mm.
you start it off while I get myself together? Start
Yeah.
talking about what we can talk about.
Uh.
I'll refresh myself.
No problem. I understand. Oh, really? I can't refresh myself.
A
You
face
saying?
mist.
I got face mist too. Everybody got to be something.
Yeah, here,
No,
let's
I'm
see
just
it.
kidding.
Here you go.
Long story. Actually, great story. Oh, Isaiah, what's up, bruh?
What's
What
up,
up, bruh?
Isaiah?
You just see your
What up?
images. You see me using your images on like our promotional stuff. You like, wait a second, let me
We
check it.
love. Let me give you a little wave. What's up? What's
Yeah.
up? What's
Isaiah
up?
Miller, man. Yo, man, I see you up there. Like I see you, like doing thirst picks.
Yo, I couldn't wait to.
I like, damn, I was a young girl myself. I don't know.
I saw half a thirst trap. I had to switch it off.
Yeah, I was like,
I
mm,
don't see it.
mm.
I don't
But
see it.
we Brazilian, so we know. Like I tell you, my
But
grandfather from
but I did,
Brazil.
did
So
tag
like I
some of my
get it.
single ladies,
Actually, and love, and actually in love, actually on real talk, like
some of
love
my
and
single
everything that's
model
going on.
friends. I tagged them. I was like, let's take a look. Take a look at your page. I was like, you need
Oh
some
yeah,
good
we gonna get
photos.
together.
Go
We
to
gonna get
that
together,
page.
man.
Some
We gonna
artwork. Okay,
yeah.
so let's start off with what we're here to talk about.
Um.
Um, you think we should get started? Let's get started, and we can just talk in and as people join in.
Well,
You
all
know,
right.
they can catch the vibe, catch the wave.
Isaiah. Of course, we're gonna catch up soon, man. Of course, we're all gonna catch up. Yes. So the vibe. What is the vibe going on? Other than Steve looks like a ginger Stevie Wonder right now. I'm
You
just
do, actually.
I'm just doing my
You
thing.
do.
No.
You
Well,
do look like a ginger Stevie Wonder. Now that I think about it, back in the day, all you need is some cornrows.
yeah, I know. I should have thought about that. The next album.
No,
Next
I don't
album.
want to see you in cornrows. That was
No, I know.
ridiculous.
I know. Actually, that's another story for another day. I did the cornrows thing. When you go to the
I didn't put
Africans,
my contacts
they
on,
will
so I had to put
twist
some
your
glasses
hair
on.
so tight that you get the little tight knots, and you got to spray
No,
your
you don't
hair
want that.
down. No.
That'll take your hair away.
It takes exactly. That's why I don't do that.
It'll make you, and you got enough
Everything.
hair that you could give me some, and I can make a wig out of it.
No.
And but
Yeah.
I don't
Exactly what
want
you're
you.
saying. I
They will snatch
totally
your
agree with
edges away.
everything you're saying. Keep talking. I really love everything you're saying. It's really good
They will
information.
snatch your edges.
But
Is what I'm trying to tell you.
so yeah,
Okay,
so we're here
so we're
today
here
to
to
talk
talk
about.
about two things.
All right.
Really,
She put
we're
her
here to talk
glasses
about
on.
on
She's
single.
serious. Mm,
Well, I didn't put my contacts in like I was supposed to.
mm.
So today you're gonna have to get with
So
the
what's
red glasses.
supposed to?
And the light is illuminating just how dirty my glasses are.
Yeah, I cleaned mine just a second ago because I got my reading glasses. Sorry,
Yeah,
but I got
it's gonna be
reading
just like a prayer.
glasses. I do.
Okay, so here we're
I'm
talking
a
about.
very young 23 with
Okay, let's
reading
focus. Can
glasses.
we focus? Can we focus? We're
All
here to
right,
talk about
focus.
really. ah, We're here to talk about really our new
I'm gonna pass
single.
notes out when she's not looking. Watch.
But we are you
Hmm?
clowning me?
Huh? No, I ain't say nothing.
Y'all like my glasses?
No, nothing about your glasses. Stop
You say
being
you
all
taking
about.
notes?
I said I'm gonna put notes about when you be clowning me. I'm gonna make certain messages and I'm
Oh,
gonna go like this.
okay.
Oh,
Let's
I'm
take
ready.
off the Netflix.
I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm ready.
this is one more shopping. Let's take that off. Let's take out personal email. And we're heading to, if you haven't listened to Really yet,
Yeah.
head to our website, www.wearepixalien.com. Or you
Yeah.
can, after this is over, you can put the link in the bio, but I'm going to play it for you right now.
Go ahead.
Uh,
Sorry, I was listening to Preservation Hall Jazz Band. Let me turn that down. From that, remember
on our website.
we went to New
Check
Orleans?
us out. This image right here, this is one of the images that Isaiah took of us that is so dope. And I printed out. I put some video moving out under there. You can see the stars moving through us. And definitely, all of these pretty much are images that, like, we have a whole gallery. I'll show you some. I think we have some more images that Isaiah took of us. This again, Isaiah, dope photographer. Of us. Isaiah.
Photoshop King over there.
Isaiah.
Yeah, man.
Isaiah plus Photoshop.
No, Isaiah runs the Photoshop. Trust me, I've seen it.
I added the peanut.
Seen that boy in action.
But he's dope and easy to work with, and just a generally all around good woke spirit. Okay, so here's really our new single. Let's give it a listen. Woo!
Let me hear how it's going through the because I got my headphones on. I'm catching it.
Yeah.
I remember how I felt as I waited for you, and that big beautiful house and it was some were on your face, soon would be gone. First night so bright, just you, me, and the moon.
I'm in the sign language version.
No, thought I'd never breathe again. So right, soon I would be gone. Moon's yours. I never let me touch you. All you never knew. Really go. Right now, really go. Really go. Kiss your neck.
I'll be doing that.
Tell me about this let's go. Can I be your daddy? Hold up, sleep first. Neighbors just can't stand it. Got to go down on ya. I just ain't forward. My mind to my soul, like fireworks explode.
Tell me about that look. You see how I fell down. Good love and love, but I'm so sweet inside.
Stop pointing.
You said stop it?
No, I said stop the pointing. That made me laugh. But I thought you weren't hearing me. I was just joking. Come on. All you ever knew. Really love, baby. Really love, baby. I'm here for you, baby. I'm here for you. Yeah.
Yeah, boy, hit the breakdown.
Stop watching take vacations in each other's eyes. War within the war. Your love is edible. Sweet to the taste of wine. Treats with buffet. Sweet sip chocolate. Make me want to lick.
Like the cold's 9 hour kiss between my hips.
Really stress. Off the flight, decompress. Make your fists with my toes. Trading kisses for blows. Hit the dough.
I'm ready now. Ready now. Kiss your neck.
Here comes the breakdown hard together. I like that joint. That did. You. Yo, and it's deep like that. No, it's real like that. It's deep like that. That's what
we are excited. So sorry about the single. And we actually got a pretty good write-up from UK blog called
You're Calling.
You're Calling.
like New York, York
Yep.
calling, YORK calling,
Yep.
UK. And I liked the review. It was just like, oh, I didn't know if I liked this because everyone is just so in their lane about what they want to hear sonically and vocally in the organization of a track, to the point that, you know, you can't, like, you know,
Yeah,
if
he
you
said
go
at first
against
when he
it,
listened
they
to
don't,
it,
they
he
gotta
wasn't
get like,
sure.
it's like, do I like that? Sonically, I think I like it, but it doesn't sound like whomever, like, you know, like
What
that.
he said when he first listened to it, he wasn't sure he liked it, but as he listened to it, it's a grower. He was in the groove fully. By the second chorus, he was fully into the groove,
Yeah.
and that we don't follow the typical pop. We don't follow the typical pop structure. So basically, you know, we're different, which we already know. You know,
Yep.
we already know we're different. We different. Our whole family different. I know you different.
Yes.
I know I'm different. So together we just real different.
I might be a little bit different.
I come from a different family.
I come from a different cut of the cloth. But all things being said, and
I'm actually very proud of that review because it gave us our strategy. It gave us what we needed to know, you know, which is that we're not going to go out there and immediately fit into the popular market, the radio, whatever everybody else is playing. We're not going to fit into that. We have our own niche, and it's good to be different.
All right. I like the head twirl that you just did. I'll do one, though. It's good to be.
Let it out.
Everyone's doing head twirls.
It's good to be. Go ahead. It's good to be
different.
Different. That's what I'm talking about. Let it out. I don't want to shake too hard, you know.
No. I understand. Yeah, that's insider. I don't know. No, insider trading. We already know inside.
Right. The other thing that we wanted to, I think it's just the two of us. The other thing we wanted to bring to everybody's attention is that we have. Another thing we wanted to bring to our attention is that we have on Spotify our singles on Spotify, and we have actually compiled a pretty dope cabinet. On Spotify, created for your quarantine pleasure, because I know y'all out there. Some of y'all out there alone.
Thank you.
Some of y'all would like to be alone, but you know you have all your significant other, your kids, your family, all of y'all, and maybe sometimes you just want to be alone, and you want to put your headphones on and zone out, or you want to be, you know, with your quarantine with your bae. And we created a quarantine playlist.
Yep.
Right. So if you go into Spotify.
Yep.
And you search Wearepixalien, not only we're the only one. There's no one like us.
Yes, exactly.
Not only will we pop right up, right? Not only will we pop right up, and you can see. Let's see. You can see what we have to offer, but right here on the top, the quarantine playlist created by Wearepixalien, and it features, of course, our new song single pops up first, and then some other faves, like we got Kelly Rowland's song "Coffee," which is the whole vibe.
There you go. See, play that list. Play that Spotify list. Go on. I'm about to get dancing. I got room. Wait, whoa.
Okay.
Come on.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You want some?
Give me.
7th Streeter? What? I love this song. And actually, this song got me pulling up your feet.
Acting up. I heard that one before. That was awesome.
But that song, when we were making really, and we talked about this with our last, what was our inspiration. So a lot of people heard Prince in the track, which is sonically definitely there with those string vibes. But actually, this song is one of my faves, and the sonic structure, the inspired me when we were writing for Really. It was intentional for it to have kind of a pop flavor to it. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely were aiming for that in the writing, and it used
Who coming downstairs?
right. We used Really as an inspiration.
Maybe be like Biggie Man. The police are here. The police are here.
The mama police.
The mama. Oh.
The mama. My mom who stayed camera ready. I'm on live. She's not interested in making an appearance. She's not
interested in making any appearance.
You'll be live to the whole of Instagram. Do you want to come and say hello?
Me? Yeah, no, I'm not coming.
She said no. No, thank you. Next time. No, but no, I know you can hear that. Thank you. Okay, bye.
The police are here. The police have come in the form
no, dog. It's no for her,
of
dog.
Ayanda's moms. Police come in many forms.
She almost came in front of the camera because she heard your voice, Stephen. Almost. She said, "Oh, wait!" I said, "Stephen." She turned it around.
Hi, mommy.
You sure you don't want to say quick hello? No.
I'll say hello. She can hear me.
Hi, but she doesn't.
Hi, mommy.
Mommy's shy. She's gonna give a short little.
Aww. Hi, mommy. How you doing? Look at all good and everything.
Hi, Hakeem.
Happy
Memorial Day.
What you up there doing? Y'all just having a good old time. Hi, mom.
Oh, this is nice.
Y'all just having a good old time. I see how you go.
Right.
Love you, Mom.
Okay, so the next song. Next song on the list is Zora. Is
a what?
Our first single.
Oh yeah. This one got a lot of good history to it. I mean, the new single got one, but this one's hot.
To compliment each one another. Let the moon, silver and gold, notice I saw your. Boy, you can know how
I just start doing this crazy chants.
I can't see
my feed. I know. I just saw that. I didn't do anything.
I wasn't free.
Acting up.
Get to my house, wait on the man. We should be making it lonely.
Where happened?
No, go ahead. No, it's glitched. Hey, Instagram been breaking all the time. It just glitched a little bit. I fixed it.
I know.
All right.
Next
You never stop the music.
Can't stop the music. We ain't playing every song.
I didn't say play every song. You're actually
we
one
playing
DJ.
every song, but we're not playing the whole of every song.
I didn't say to do that. That's cool.
Okay, you ready for the next one?
Well, I mean, let's just give homage to The Gift. The Gift is a beautiful song. I'll do it really quick and fast. Trust me, I can run my mouth really fast. So, anything about respect for the man and the woman? The man and the woman need respect. That's equal respect, equal care. We all make mistakes. Equal respect, equal care. If you can look at
the woman.
Exactly.
Yes, equal. I said equal.
Yeah, I know. I said that.
Especially the woman.
Especially the woman. That doesn't make it equal. That actually
equal. Yes. Equal.
That's like, remember math where it was like, okay.
I think they need to be equally focused on.
Well, if man and woman in a relationship with one another and they're trying to can I speak for a second? Thank you.
Sorry.
Anyway, the most important thing is that everyone knows, like, the balance, and make sure the balance is like obtained. And sometimes it's 80-20, sometimes it's 40-60, sometimes it flips. But at the mainstay, there has to be a level that you don't go like below, out of respect, out of understanding of both sides of the equation. For man and woman, for every relationship that's like, you know, intimate, it has to be that deepness, that synergy now. But that's like the whole purpose of the song. In its best state. Okay, we keep moving. Keep going.
Okay. So the next song, which I thought would be a great compliment to the gift, is
always that one person that will always think about.
I don't know the words.
Never see it.
Oh, like sample. Because I produced it. Where's my Sharpie? When I find my Sharpie, it's gonna be funny right now.
You gotta rock the way to this. I know about y'all, but I know about us. And it's the only way we know how to rock. I know about y'all, but I know about us. It's the only way we know how to rock. You remember, girl, I was the one who gave you your first kiss. 'Cause I remember, girl,
That's pretty much the song.
your lips like this, even before on the remember screaming your name. Girl, I was there, and you were my baby.
That thing reverse. Cray.
Who cray?
Nothing.
Who cray?
I don't know.
That song is bomb.
No.
And it has such a New York vibe. It has such a New York vibe to it.
Yeah, the video did too. I think they did the video in Times Square, as I recall.
That is also a grower, because I didn't like it when I first heard it, but then it grew on.
No.
Okay, next song, Miss Mariah.
Oh, that was the one. I picked this one for the list. That just was my jam back. There you go. Sure, I'm moving. Do some classic Buster, like back in the day video stuff. Great one. Great one.
Huh?
I said that's a great one. I like that song so much. When I heard the engineering on it, I was just like, wow, because many people have used that DeBarge sample, you know, but it sounded sonically. I just started looking at the liner notes, like who engineered this, who did that. That's how this works. Moving on.
This one is your jam that you love so much.
I like that. Oh, that's my jam. Let me love you, girl. Man, shit.
This makes you just wanna.
Darling, I share with you all goodness and well.
Oh, well, there you go. Oh, we got that pretty yellow dress on. Like that one. You can have everything if your heart is. That's my joint.
Alright.
Cool. Alright, we're gonna go through the whole list. But long story short, if you have something else to play, of course, play.
No. But we have more jams. It gets better as it goes on.
And actually, I listened to it. But there's a trick, and I'll give you an example of it. All right. If you have a cup, let's say you're taking a shower and you have your iPhone. You take the cup. This is the cup right here. You take your iPhone, and if the iPhone fits in the cup where the speaker is at, it'll boom the sound. True story. I didn't create this. Yes, it will. Because what happens if you're in the shower and it's like you just hearing like Spotify really low, take like a cup, and if it fits in the cup, it'll boost the sound, and all of a sudden like, oh, I can hear it.
I put my phone in the cup and it's not working.
What happened with your phone? Oh, hey, what's going on, family?
It's not. What's the trick? You put the phone in the cup.
No, don't do it right now. Do it in the. Don't do it right now.
No?
Now I'm gonna give you my Sam Jackson look.
Don't put the cup.
Don't do it until you are in
the shower.
What it is that because the speaker is small, the sound refracts out of the speaker, and then all of a sudden you got all the sound come through. Anyway,
I was just thinking about you, Diva.
Oh, Diva. Hi.
Have you heard our new single yet, Diva?
See how we keep her in a different room now? She stays in a different room.
I'm gonna try not to take that personal, even
There's
though
no reason to take it personal. I didn't. No, I said I was
I'm gonna
scratching.
take that as a compliment.
Huh?
Okay, so the other thing that we wanted to, we talked about the single.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the dope review we got from your calling. We talked about our quarantine Baylist. If you have not checked it out, quarantine Baylist from Wearepixalien, just head to our profile and you can just click right on our, it's our top pick right now. We curated these songs especially for you guys to get you through quarantine for at least a week or two. You know what I'm saying? They have all of our hits plus some of our faves. You know, make sure you get down because it is. I was cleaning to it yesterday. It is certified bops on there. It's definitely good.
No, okay,
yes.
Yeah, I listen to
if it can get you through Sunday cleaning, you know it's a good playlist.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
Good.
But you know, over and all, like yeah. So the single is out.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Go ahead.
And I'm glad. I mean, Yonda played at the top. I mean, we could play it again, but I think it's unnecessary. Everyone here actually knows who we are. Actually, I appreciate that, and I appreciate everyone. Thank you, Diva. Thank you, Jay. I saw you, Jay. Saw you, Jamal came through. Everything family. Just make sure, like, you know, the playlist. Diva's asking where the playlist is at.
On Spotify, if you're on Spotify, you go to our profile. Wearepixalien. It's our top pick. It's our artist pick.
Quarantine.
We happen to have two profiles in Spotify because for some reason they put our single "The Gift," our first single that we put, they put it as a solo, and under the same name, Wearepixalien. So you'll see two profiles pop up, one with the Gift album cover and one with the real album cover.
The easiest thing is to go through our stories. Well, yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right because stories only last for a couple days. But I think since you post a story up there,
Spotify.
there's an instant link to the Spotify playlist if you go through the stories.
Yeah, if you just go to our
Wearepixalien, but make it all one word, Diva. All one word.
Yeah,
don't separate it. Put it all
one
word. Yeah.
Compact. No spaces.
Compact. No space.
Because we don't give each other space. Whether we're together, whether we're apart, we together. So we don't give each other space. So there's no
funny.
space.
You know how you got 8 voices in your head and you're thinking about stuff, and then everyone was like, "Yeah,
it's true. That's true."
It's right. She got some. There may be some leverage. There might be some truth to that.
We are pixelated, no spaces. You know,
and
we don't.
You know what? And that's great and good and all. I just want to say something because today is Memorial Day, and my father was a very good person. He was a Marine. He did go to Vietnam. He did come back, and I did know him. He's been going for 14 years. But one beautiful thing I do have to say that I do have that I was just looking through his stuff is this is actually my father's Bible, and it actually has like scriptures and quotes and stuff in here, like almost scares me, things that he underlines and things like that, you know. And that is actually the beautiful sentiment about like what this is supposed to be today for this country. I mean, obviously we can go into the specifics about like, you know, our people and things of that nature, but the overall thing that I just wanted to share is kind of like that, you know, it's good to give a chance to, you know, brothers and people in the armed forces and the things that go on. So we're actually able here to have a conversation. Things can go left really right these days, as we know, and things can go right really left these days.
And let's not
you know,
forget, you got your musical talents from your father.
Yeah, unbeknownst to my siblings and myself, my father was actually a gospel singer. He toured around in the 60s, early 60s. I didn't know that. Actually, I didn't even know it until
I'll be right back.
till he was had passed. He was in a group called the Gospel Nonpareils, and I didn't know who would know. And then like he has like all three of his like, you know, children do singing and songwriting and do music. Is just the weirdest thing. But you know, it is how it is. And I just wanted to make that like, you know, something overall. It's not just about like us, like, you know, we have a new song, Yes, we have a new song. That's great. And I'm glad, like, you know, everyone is like, you know, will stop in and say hello about it. But the overall thing about today is just kind of like, it is about memorial. I'm not a person who likes to go to the past anymore these days. I used to. But like, you know, at the same time, you know, just respect due. That's all.
Yeah, and I also want to say, for some people, there are people like me who don't have military. My family are not military people. We are not. There's never one. We have like I think maybe 1, 2 cousins that are in the military. Generally, that's not our thing. You know, we tend to be a little nerdy, more into the books than the, you know. So for us and for me, what I mean, I definitely choose to remember all the first responders and all the military personnel on Memorial Day. But I always think about ancestors. Our ancestors, for me, that's part of Memorial Day. It gives thanks to where you came from. You remember your ancestors. You remember your place of birth, and not just, you know, what state from down south your family harkens from, or what island in the Caribbean your family harkens from, but back to our roots in Africa, the birthplace of civilization. You know, you got to remember that so many people, for all of us people, you know, we have ancestors in different countries. We have ancestors. I don't care if you black, white, yellow, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, Southwest. You
name is
started
Five
out
Dog from the Zulu
some ways
Nation.
back.
Sorry.
We all come from Africa. Africa. Okay?
Not in some ways,
so,
but definitely 100%. We all do. It's just, you know, how we look.
To recognize our ancestors. You can't give thanks enough, because without them, we would not have this rich melanin that we call our skin. That needs some lotion.
That sounds like a cocoa butter issue. Well, and then it walked off. Did you just pull like a friggin' exit? Heavens to Murgatroyd. Exit. Stage right even. You just snaggle-pussed you snaggle-pussed yourself out the IG live. And then I hear the jar opening up. And I nothing. Yeah. That's a problem with having good mics on.
I'm just saying, you know, this quarantine is taking a real toll on the sisters. I have not been able to go to Sephora. On a side note, I need some baby oils and some shea butters. And the butters, I need the butters. I need some lotions. I've got ash. Okay, back to Memorial Day. That was a little.
Yeah, that's kind of like you went on a tangent there. I got coconut oil and I got 2 pairs of clippers, Andis, both line up clippers, shape up clippers.
I'm coming over.
Straight edge. That's it.
Coronavirus. I'm coming over.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Anyway,
just leave the lotions outside the doors.
That's very not going to happen. But moving on, and just leave it outside the door. I mean, you will literally come over here and just take stuff. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. You know, at least you're honest about it. I appreciate that. Some people just crash and
I'm
just
just
take
trying to
stuff
show
and
you
find out later.
respect.
Trust
You
me,
can come downstairs.
I'm
We've got
getting respect right
company.
now.
I wonder if I can convince her to make a cameo as Mommy did.
Huh?
I'm on
No,
IG Live.
Oh my God.
no, no.
Maybe. I'm
Oh,
gonna
you found
say
the
no.
page? That's cool. Diva found the
Well,
page.
for those of you who don't know, the people in my household, that is my sister. I'm not gonna say
voiceless.
sister, my voiceless, faceless sister. I
Ah,
won't even give her name to IG because I want to respect her privacy. But
exactly.
those who know my family, she's not the baby. You know, she is the spouse sister. Okay. Okay. So if y'all know me, you know her.
And
And she says, "Hi, don't look at me." That's what she says.
well, so yes, all in all, what we're just trying to make you guys understand is that all this takes effort, and we're putting our effort in. We have been, and so it almost feels like when you just see like a snowball rolling and stuff like that. I mean, I get that feel with the project as it is right now. But ultimately, we're landing on really is a joint. Like I really
It is.
like really like it. The
I
playlist
love it.
was composed by both of us, but it was administered by Yanda, which is awesome. I saw her throw in a couple more of those spices in there, and I thought the seasoning was good, as we will do. And
Right.
yes,
Well, this song came together pretty easily. Some songs we
yeah.
we have a couple of more singles that we're going to release, and every song is like a baby. Some come just like that, like
Some
the
need a
gift.
C-section. Yeah, rip that
Some need a
opening.
Right. There's another song that we haven't released yet. We had to write it 4 times, rewrite it 4 times. But this song, it was really nice how it came together. Zip had the track, of course, because he always got the tracks.
Well,
and we were going through a bunch of your tracks, right? And we were and I think we chose that one to work on. We were like, oh, let's listen to a bunch, and then we both collectively decided we were feeling that one.
Yeah.
And he had also a piece of, he had a chorus kind of written out. Yeah. And when it all came together, he had a chorus, but when we were writing, sometimes we could be on each other's nerves. So when you had your chorus,
this is what happens when we're writing. Listen, I'll tell the true story. When we are writing, I usually go like, I'm going to keep writing. You like, stop writing. Let me hear what you got. I'm like, no, I got this. Stop. Let me be involved. I'm like, all right, I got this much and this much. And I'll be really stoked. Like, I said 3 lines. Take that. They're like, no, okay, I see where this is going. It's in the 3rd. So what will happen is I'll start writing something really like poetic, really
beautiful,
deep, like, beautiful. I
picture.
seen this. The air felt like this is this. And she's like, listen, let's go to the hook. Bang, 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 bang. There's a hook. Bang, 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 bang. And but the thing is that at first, even though I wasn't used to it, it ended up
collaborating.
Well, no, I guess because a lot of times I'm just used to being the lead songwriter. So like I go in, I do it, and then I revise it a couple times to get it to whatever part, like whatever kind of emotional sonic reduction that I'm trying to make that day when I'm cooking up a jam. Yeah, but anyway. But when I'm working with her, like she's just like she locked the head off the bass, like bang.
No, it's not like that. It's more like
no, I didn't mean it in a bad way.
Wait, let me say something. Let me speak. It's more like I like to he likes to be solo a lot of times, but I really like to collaborate, and I really don't want, there are different ways you can collaborate. It can be that he provides a track and I do the writing, that's a collaboration. Or it could be I write the first verse, you wrote the first verse. But the way I like to really collaborate so that the songs are seamless. It doesn't feel disjointed or disconnected. So if we both have input into the verses, the hooks, the bridge and chorus, you won't be able to tell the difference between the writing style. It really, everything is one style. There's no disconnect in the verses, the lyrics, and the chorus. So he came in. You actually had a chorus, but the chorus was really pretty and long-winded. I mean, it was very lengthy and poetic. It was pretty. So we.
You see how she said that long-winded part, and then she backed up like.
Okay, that was a little shady. A little shady. I didn't mean
that was a little like. I was like,
a
little bit of spicy on
term.
Spicy on that
we
salt.
reworded it, and I think I chopped a couple of words and we reworded it and we turned it into the pre-chorus, which is super dope. Really dope. Ooh,
well, here's a good part.
Really dope. Ooh.
The good part when you collaborate is like at the end of the day, I don't even remember if you played me the original one I did, I was like, oh yeah, I did that. But once it's
I don't even remember what
once we start the machine and other like all the flavors get in, it's like unless it's something not but everyone knows it, artists know, like if it's really something I was a dog with the bone with, I'm like I just hear it this way, I just hear it there to be a stalemate. But I was like, no, it's good.
Right, and since we have some new people in, like Diva, you weren't here in the beginning, and we have some more people joining us. I just wanted to say, like, give the inspiration for Really.
Yeah.
So let's break it down, like the track inspiration first.
You want to play it and then then we go into it. I think that's better then because we've been kind of like.
But I want to play.
Because you've been talking a lot. Because you talk a lot. So
we both talk a lot. Now we can have a word counter and it'll just be in the thousands because we both be running. And this is the mouth. This is it. This is Yana like this.
That's true.
Okay, so so. What was your like for the track? What was your sonic inspiration for the track?
I am a big fan of the Minneapolis sound, and I'm also a big fan of the 80s Minneapolis sound, and I'm a big fan of the Ohio funk sound of Zapp and Ohio players, Bootsy Collins, from Ohio, that feel. And then I always wanted to, because of Jam and Lewis and the Minneapolis sound and the Prince, I wanted something that just had that. But I didn't want it to be
a copycat.
Well, no. What it is that I play with the setup I got. Like, if you give me what I like to call like Quincy Jones's Rolodex, if you give me all the arrangers and everything, I'll make a big sound. But I know what I could do with the equipment I got. So I just wanted something that had that synth feel, had a little bit of talk box in it, and had that. That was it.
Right, so I'm going to play a little bit, which is on our Bay list, our quarantine Bay list. We do have some Zapp and some Prince. So I'm going to play a little bit of, like a little sample of Zapp, a little sample of Prince, and then I'm going to play the Really track.
That
and
makes sense.
You can hear
whatever the influence were. Yeah.
Oh, that's not Zapp, but it's on the list.
It is. It's nice.
Woo! This deserves a body roll. Come on. At your house, body roll. If you listen to Really, the rap section, this is kind of the vibe here.
Cool.
Right? Okay, so if you listen to the rap section of our song, Really, definitely you'll hear it. Let me just play that real quick. So listen. You hear the influence of the.
We can't hear if you're talking. I remember this.
Right, so you hear the Computer Love influence on that.
Yeah.
Now for some Prince.
Probably the last time like Instagram's gonna allow people to play third-party music because they're getting really treacherous.
It don't matter unless you get caught.
Exactly. That's my saying. Until the end of time. What's she doing up there?
I don't know.
I like what you was doing. I was just interested.
So when you listen to really, you can hear both the Zap and the Prince influence on that banjo.
How I felt as a baby for you, and that big beautiful house, baby, we were getting close. Sun was on your face, soon was gonna be gone. First night so bright, just you and the moon. How it felt as you pulled me in. Your lips touched mine, thought I'd never breathe again.
That's up.
Right, soon I would be gone. No,
Right back.
are you ready?
So also for me,
just 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. Something's boiling.
Oh,
right back.
Okay, I'm just talking about the lyrics. Start talking about the lyrics. So lyrically, so that's how the musical influences really like, you know, let me know if you guys heard it. The musical influences on really was definitely like feeling the Prince, Minneapolis sound, the Zap sound, you know,
it was Roger Troutman and like Prince and that kind of feel.
Right.
You know, because
just that like, you can hear it, but it's not a direct copy. But then lyrically and structurally, when we were going through the song, and lyrically though, it's a true story. This is actually, you know, when we were in our 20s, you have to remind me it's 20s because I have no sense of time. In our 20s, when we dated, this was like, this song is actually true story, true to us, right? It's telling our story. And so lyrically, yes, it's our story, but the structure of the song, the vibe of the song, and what it made me feel, it reminded me of one of my favorite pop songs.
Well.
And yeah, because I don't know, I love that 2000s pop, that 90s and 2000s pop. And so when writing it, it definitely influenced the writing and how the song laid out. So I'm gonna let you guys hear that real quick. I'm gonna play really again. Oh, in fact, let me just play the influence. Like if you listen to the 7 Streeter, like a lot of people sleep on her, but that girl can write a song, and she's actually pretty cool with the way she lays out her vocals, real smooth. Hey, what's up? What's up? I'll give you a wave. Hey, thanks for joining us.
Bumping on your beats, shades on, just bring me something to eat. You done made up in the streets, but when it comes to my heart, it'll mean a thing. Baby, hop in my ride, who's house there last night? Top down, face close, hand on your body, just slow. Take your time.
Right.
Take a little bit of some type of way.
When you give me that gun, you make my soul ring. Every day, and it won't stop.
So definitely.
I started equipment hunting. Started looking around your studio. I never know.
In fact, your booth is 10 times better than mine.
Just be
Y'all.
checking. I just be
Yeah.
looking over my glasses to see what's
Uh-uh.
going
Leave
on.
my school.
Huh? What? That's hilarious. Don't knock nothing over now. Don't hurt nobody. It's just so silly.
Don't be looking at my stuff.
Well, no.
Mine.
No. Come back.
I have
Come
to find my
back.
cup.
Read it
Okay,
on
put
back.
that.
Read it on back. Read it on back on me.
Made me drop
Come,
my cup.
come back on. Well, I didn't make you do anything, actually.
All right, no, but seriously, I love that song because of the chill vibe and the back and forth and the way they melded their vocals is really chill, which really is not very chill. It has more of a bounce and a pep to it. Our song has more of a bop and a snap to it.
Yeah.
But what I really loved was the chill vibe and the way that they had kind of like an innocent back and forth. And it was a tale of like good love, like a little love story of, yo, you know, you're real cool. You bring me things to eat when we were young. It just felt very authentic, even though we know that they didn't know each other back then. But it felt like an authentic love story, the kind of thing that you sing to that teenage love, you know?
Yeah.
And the
Don't hurt
way
me
that
again.
the way that
Don't hurt me
the way
again.
that she would sing and he would kind of
A teenage
inflect
love.
his vocals over the
He can help
verse.
himself.
The call and answer of the hook, you know, everything about it. I really like the way the song structure was set up. So it definitely influenced the structure for really and the writing. Even though we took a more unique approach musically and harmonically, and even with the melody of our song is so unique, you know, which is why we got the review that we did from York Calling. You know, they said, if you're looking for something just a little different, that's us. That's what they said.
Well,
they said the song is unique and unique.
So Yanda,
definitely.
I think we want to wrap this one up.
Already?
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much we could say about one song, and everybody cooking and everybody doing their thing right now.
I know.
You know.
I know. I know. You're right.
We're all planning on doing this actually as a weekly thing anyway. But everything obviously has to be done with like structure, figuring out what is the best time. I mean, that's the thing. When you're seeing We Are Pixalien right now, what you're not seeing, we're the team. You know, you want to look at the manager, that's us. You want to look at like the, you know, who's handling this, that's us. Who's doing the web planning, the web design. Who's doing the social media, both of us, and things.
Who's doing the press release?
Graphic design, press release. Who's doing the graphic design? Who's doing that? And the things that, who wouldn't want that? I mean, the only thing always is missing, of course,
the only thing we need is more people. Hey, what's up?
Well,